touch up on this. Say she only got one life. Can't stay on the job site. Make a memory for a lifetime that could last. Yeah, come on, baby. Knock a glass with two eyes. She don't catch feelings, she catch.
All right, everybody, so welcome back. So ROOTS CAFETT is a creative arts-based school dedicated to reimagining education and youth development through digital transformation, culture, entrepreneurship, and lifelong learning. So to tell us more about the flagship project is Mtima Solwazi, the founder and general manager. So thank you very much for coming this morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for braving the rains, you know.
Yes.
And the wet roads.
And the wet roads, yeah.
Thank you very much. So let's get right into this one time. Please tell us, what do you have for us this morning?
Right, so as mentioned, I am Mtima Solwazi.
Yes.
And I'm representing the oral tradition Roots Foundation, which Roots CAFETT is our flagship project.
Okay.
What is Roots CAFETT? As mentioned, it's a creative arts-based project where we're focusing on digital transformation. And we're not just talking digital transformation to sound fancy. We're focusing on arts. We also focus on entrepreneurship. So, as I said off air, I have something that I want to hold close to my chest for Marlon to make Marlon smile more on TV. Roots CAFETT will be occupying the Tunapuna Old Post Office. You understand? Now I get a nice little zeppo from somebody say, Marlon used to live here, you know. Right?
As you say, we go beat the desk for that.
So
that's
like
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So the Tunapuna Old Post Office, well, you know where it's located.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's on the bus route.
Yes.
At the back of the old Palladium Cinema. And it's
the
on
back road there.
Yeah.
I think that's
Railway Road.
Yeah, Railway Road.
Leading into the market.
Yeah.
So just adjacent to the bus terminal.
Yeah.
That building, the age of that building is 1889. So what we did, we nominated the building to the National Trust. So the building has been listed in the Inventory of Heritage Assets. We even went further to get the building HTAP approved, Heritage Tax Allowance Program. So we are speaking now to corporate Trinidad and Tobago. We need your support to help refurbish that building, to repurpose it as Roots CAFETT. Under the HTAP, any company that supports us through cash, services, or goods eligible for 150% tax allowance. So, Marlon, there's no reason why any business person watching or company should say, I don't want to support that. Also, our target audience, our main target, 12 to 17-year-olds, who we are catering. The school is set up for those children, those who are susceptible to violence and playing out misbehavior in schools, right? So this is an alternative to suspension, or what they call it, extended suspension, expulsion, or now custodial sentencing. Roots CAFETT is an alternative. What are we offering? We are offering digital photography, film and television production, so our students could come here and job train. We are offering business administration. All these programs will be approved by the National Training Agency. We have already conducted an audit with NTA. We will audit for the programs, for the building, and also for workforce assessment. So you know in Trinidad, most of us will learn a skill on that mango tree by a neighbor at the side of the road. But you don't have certification, but you are skilled. So as a workforce assessment center, you could come to us with a fee, right? We'll assess you, verify you, certify you, and now you are certified to do what you have been doing for years. That is in a nutshell what Roots CAFETT is about. That is what Roots Foundation has brought to the table. You know, we would really like to have a sit down with the Honorable Prime Minister to discuss this further, because yes, we are all appalled by the continued violence in schools. We're seeing parents getting involved now, right, with violence in schools. And we are saying, yes, we have to put an end to it, but we are offering another perspective to this. And it's not a new perspective. we have programs. Before Roots CAFETT, I attended Serval, right? In my time, Marlon, I would have been one who have been arrested if I was continuing giving trouble in school or expelled, right? But I had an opportunity at Serval, right? We had other programs, right? We know about the YTEP, the CCC. We know about the police youth clubs. We are just adding something to the table. We are not bringing nothing really new per se. We are adding a different perspective. Roots CAFETT, right? And we are a digital program, man, and we're going to transform Tunapuna. We're going to transform Tunapuna. We did some research. We have, through research done at NALIS, we have from 1889 to 1900s, when the post office became a money order service, we have the name of every single postmaster and postmistress who served at that post office.
Yeah.
So we have a history on that. We did some research on the market. The last train, number 42, right? The first PTSC bus. And we're going to present all that with a mural on the wall, right? And persons could come. I saw this in Canada. We scan the mural and they get an audio recording of that history. You know, so we want the opportunity to present this to the nation. We asking corporate Trinidad and Tobago, come on board. There's no excuse, because we like to say the government ain't doing nothing. What are the NGOs doing? Well, the NGOs doing something.
We saw, and studio, if you could please put up those pictures again for me. I saw some, it's pictures from inside of the building. So, yeah, go ahead. These pictures, sir.
Right, so, no, that is on the internet. So,
oh, okay.
But this is what we want.
Okay.
So, we want our studio to look like that.
Okay.
And that is not far-fetched, right?
Yeah.
We want our classrooms to be collaborative.
Right.
Right? So those desks, those collaborative desks, we want to have a digitized board. Students would have, I'm glad the Prime Minister spoke about laptops now to reintroduce to schools.
Yeah.
We want our students to have laptops so they can engage with the smart boards. So that is just a vision of how we want our space to look. Because part of the violence is the environment, right? And we have to understand that. And we're not saying that children who come at Roots CAFETT would not be involved in any kind of misbehavior, but we are saying that we have created a space.
Right.
And we have been doing this for years, Marlon. We have been working in schools for years. We have a program called Abyssinia Journey of Change that was started in 2017 to address the then Rasta City, Muslim City war.
Yeah.
Now it's in the 6, 7, 8, 9, ABG, you know. But we work with the schools, and what we do, all our programming is built on what the students, the feedback we get from the students.
But specifically about this project, one, when do you expect this project would begin? And how do people register for this project?
Right. So to attend, we reach a stage as yet.
Okay.
We reach a stage where we want corporate Trinidad, if the government want to come and support further, because we got the building lease from the Ministry of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence now.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
We got a 10-year lease.
Okay.
So we have a little tenure there to, security.
But you will have a nice lease there. 10 years, you know.
Yeah. No, listen. Marlon, that is a hard work, eh?
I know.
And we don't stop, because we have a mission, right, to help our young people realize their potential, right? So, starters, we need to get the building repurposed.
Okay.
We need to get the building refurbished. Business companies, they could go onto the National Trust website, to the Heritage Inventory Assets, right? And you can look for Roots, or contact us directly, right? Roots Foundation 868@gmail.com, right? And find out how to support that. Because once that building is refurbished, then what we need to do, because we have engaged the Ministry of Education under the previous administration, and we told them, send them to us. Because they already send them to different institutions. So we are now another option. Send those children to us, right? But we're not only catering for those children with challenges or who give them problems, because how the program is set up, you'll want to attend.
Yeah.
Doggy the cameraman will want to attend, right? But we don't want you to feel, what, to attend that school? Best I bust with somebody's head, boy. Best I fight. So we'll have Saturday programs.
Right.
We'll have evening programs, right? But our main target during the day is for those 12 to 17-year-olds, because when you place a child on extended suspension, Marlon, that could be 3 months. And let's put the best scenario forward. The child has a mother and a father at home. But they're working.
Yeah.
What is that child doing?
True.
Marlon, we forget about it. We were teenagers, you know. And any opportunity we get, we're taking it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a little more extreme now. But any opportunity we got or we had at that age, we are taking it. So you cannot send a child home for 3 months on extended suspension. Right?
Yeah.
Then they come back to school more angry. I was out for 3 months. Or you may not even get them back.
Yeah.
Because they may end up in the law.
Yeah.
Or they may end up dead. Reality. Real.
Mr. Solwazi, I have about a minute again. Anything else that we didn't discuss that you want to put on the table this morning?
Well, I want to say that both Marlon and myself making a plug. Because I'm Marlon hometown. And anybody from Tunapuna, should know, hey, yes. Because that old post office is...
We have to call on your MP, you know.
Yeah, so we approached them. I know they're settling in, right? So we could... You call on them for me. Marlon, I'm leaving that to you.
Yeah, and somehow
Roger that, Marlon. Roger that.
Somehow he feels he's on a honeymoon. Eh? The honeymoon is over, eh?
Marlon, not me.
The honeymoon is over.
Not me anymore.
But go ahead.
So you call, and because we engage both, because interestingly, where the post office is located, although it's a Tunapuna Post Office, it's in the St. Augustine constituency.
Beautiful. So you have 2 MPs.
Oh, you mean?
You have 2 MPs.
On the same table?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we'll allow Marlon to... So I'm taking
nominate me.
Yeah, listen, I'm taking an executive position. Right? So my team watching, I'm taking an executive position. I don't usually do that. But in this case, I'm appointed Marlon, our constituency liaison.
A liaison,
right?
Yes. Mr. Solwazi, thank you very much for coming this morning.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for accepting the liaison position.
This man give me a job just so you know, boy. We ain't talk terms and conditions yet, you know. I feel it's voluntary. Yeah?
Yeah, it's voluntary.
Right? But thank you. Thank you for coming this morning, and thank you and I want to wish you all the best with the work that you intend to do in that community, because I know that community has had a number of challenges, and it's a good step that you're taking.
Thank you.
At reformation for some of the young people in that area, right?
And
your contact information is up there. Again, to members of the business community and other people who can help.
Yes.
Mr. Solwazi and his team there, please do. All right. And you do have some support coming from here.
Yes.
All right?
I like how you accept your position.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you.
We're coming back, everybody.
She coming back to the sunshine paradise. Lauren said, call out in New York City. Says she coming home, cause she must have to